Do you want to try driving the Ocean Rider?
Yep. Are you ready?
Yep, go ahead.
Faster!
It's at 12 knots. That's as fast as she goes.
Throughout my career, I've worked in all kinds of kitchens. And every challenge I've faced has made me a better chef. So now, I'm headed out on a journey. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. To places like this, and this.
Wow. Look at that.
To restaurants so remote that their chefs face more challenges in a day
See what it takes to get a good product?
than most chefs face in a lifetime.
Oh my God!
And yet, they turn these obstacles into once-in-a-lifetime meals.
You got a fish!
Oh yeah, looking good.
Now, they're welcoming me into their kitchens.
Cheers.
Welcome.
Oh, yum. Wow. Wow.
It's a chance to up my game
I'm just blown away.
That's good.
I know.
while having the kind of adventure that can only be had at the very end of the world.
I got it!
I'm heading to Turner Farm in Maine, whose legendary barnhouse suppers draw people from all across the country. Part of the appeal is how remote this place is. After flying into Portland, guests drive 100 miles to Rockland, then board a boat for a 90-minute ride out to tiny North Haven Island, which is 12 miles out to sea.
Have you spent much time at the farm?
I do, yeah. These guys are friends of mine. Takes a unique individual to live on an island off the coast of Maine. It's remote. There's just a small group of people in the wintertime. It's not so easy.
Living on a remote island requires residents to be self-sufficient, and Turner Farm is no exception. While there might be plenty of seafood available in the summer months, Turner Farm still has to contend with a very short growing season and limited access to suppliers, so the menu has changed very little over the years. But now, there's a new manager and chef looking to shake things up.
Thank you for the ride.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
This is nice. Hi, how are you? You must be Ben.
Yeah.
Benjamin or Ben?
Benjamin.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
it. Formality.
All right. Yes. So glad you're here.
Thank you.
It's just getting the farm open for this season, so I'm really excited to show you, and we got a lot of work to do.
Here, let me get that.
Thanks.
This is why I'm here. Make sure you look nice and tidy. Oh, so every guest that comes here comes exactly through this entrance.
They do.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's like you're arriving in like a fairy tale place. Like you get on a boat and you leave civilization and you walk through the forest and then you see the farm. The first time I came here, I absolutely fell in love. I was just enthralled by the island, its beauty, and realized that this was a special place.
Just stop for 1 second.
Okay.
Woo!
It's a little hike up the hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. We got off that boat and we kept going.
Right.
This is good. Let's just take in the view for a second.
Certainly.
Does it look nice?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I caught my breath. We can go now.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Benjamin took over Turner Farm earlier this year. But instead of sticking to tradition, he had plans of his own.
I am really pushing the farm into a new direction, and so we want to change things up a little bit.
What exactly does that mean?
I hired a chef from the South. She really knows a lot about farm-to-table cooking and the idea of like being flexible with what's available, but like throw a little twist into it.
I'm excited to see it all come to fruition.
We're gonna put you to work.
Oh gosh, I'm ready.
The restaurant is only open in the summer months, and the grand opening is scheduled 3 days from now. So there's gonna be a lot to do to prepare.
Oh, wow.
And here we are.
Just stunning. There's charm and elegance surrounding this entire property.
Kristen, this is Carolyn.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
She's gonna really like amp up the dinners, and we're really excited for it.
Hoping to.
Well, I'm gonna let you two get at it.
Show me everything.
Yes, I'm just bottling hot sauce. You want to help?
Yes, I would
Bottle
love
some
to help.
hot sauce?
Could I taste this?
Yes, absolutely. So this is carrots from the farm, ginger, and jalapenos, and it's not that spicy, but it's very warming. You want to taste?
Thank you.
Yes.
I like it.
Right?
That's good. That's
Cool.
really good.
Carolyn hails from Atlanta and has only been at Turner Farm for 2 weeks. After breaking up with her partner of 7 years, she was looking for the kind of change and career challenge this remote restaurant offers. And while you can take the girl out of Georgia, Carolyn says there's no way you can take the Southern influences out of her food.
I like very spicy. I want to like sweat profusely.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go so far that people aren't enjoying their food. I want to ease people in.
Yeah.
Because I have been coming to Maine for a very long time, and I've found that Mainers are a little stuck in the ways with like how things are prepared. And being somebody from the South and loving spice and loving flair, I want to incorporate that into every dish. I'm trying to find the sweet spot of fusion, South meets Maine, without deviating too far away from the food traditions that they have in Maine. I don't want to scare people off. So our grand opening is in a few days, and I'm nervous because I have not tested the menu out yet.
Oh, wow.
So I'm doing a taste test with the crew here.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
gonna get like brutal family
Brutal
honesty.
Maine family feedback.
Okay.
The day after tomorrow, Carolyn will do the taste test that will determine what she serves at the grand opening. She'll then just have 24 hours to make adjustments to those dishes before the big day.
So what is the menu?
So the meal that I have sketched out for the grand opening is going to be Southern infused with ingredients from Maine. So oysters. Hot sauce isn't normally something that Mainers put on their oysters, but being a Southern girl, like hot sauce is like, has to go on an oyster. So I'm going to test the waters.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Great.
And then lobster roll.
Yep.
Traditionally here, they're a hot dog bun.
Yep.
I mean, it's great.
Yep.
But I want to put it on a buttermilk biscuit instead.
Okay. Okay.
And I want to fancy the meat up. So think like pickled shallots, preserved lemon, and homemade mayo. So it's a little heartier, and you can still taste the lobster, but I'm bringing in the South.
Got it.
Subtly.
Subtle. I
Yeah.
feel like that makes sense, and it's not so far departed.
Hopefully nobody like runs me out of Maine.
I'm here to help in whatever way you need me to help. Truly.
Oh, well, I'll put you to work. First thing is going to get lobster.
Yes.
Do you want to go?
Happily.
Cool.
With limited resources and a tiny population on this island, Turner Farm is often dependent on one supplier for each of its key ingredients. And for lobster, that man is Abel.
So this is Abel
You are the man that's going to keep me safe and feed me lobster, right?
Yeah, for
Pleasure
sure.
to meet you.
and Remy.
What's up, Remy? How are you?
I actually need 5 lobster.
That
6,
many.
maybe?
Yeah, it won't be a problem for
Cool.
sure.
So I have a ton of stuff to do.
Okay. I will come
Cool.
back with lobsters, I promise.
Please and thank you.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
All right. I'm excited. Now we're moving.
All right, guys. Gloves on.
My adrenaline's pumping.
I'll tell you what to do when the trap gets up here.
Is there like a term that I need to use? Like in the kitchen we say yes, chef. Do I say like yes, captain?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, yes, captain.
We'll be hauling in traps that have been set the previous day. But since it's not the peak of the season yet, it's unclear how many lobsters we'll actually come up with.
All right, so your job, take out this bait bag,
Oh my God.
huck it in there, and put a new
You're
one
going
in.
too fast, which is setting the expectation that I'm meant to go that fast.
So after the trap comes up and we check it for lobsters, my job is to add a new bait bag
And then wrap, wrap, wrap.
I see.
and make sure there's no sneaky crabs left in there.
Ow, ow,
Yeah.
ow, ow, ow. Pinched my little finger.
And then throw it back into the water for the next time Abel comes to harvest.
I don't want to go over on the first one.
No lobsters in that one. Same thing, bait bag, get the crabs out.
There's like no time for not being great at this. I mean, they rely on setting these right, getting them out as soon as possible. Like, time is money. I get it.
Lobster, lobster, lobster.
We got one?
No.
What's that? I don't know what that is. That was an octopus? Everything's just moving so fast. You're like, move faster. Oh. I got it.
We got it. The last one.
Come on, lobster.
Still nothing, but.
Damn.
So we're just gonna head out to another ledge just a little ways out here. I think it might be a little bit better.
We have one more bank of traps to check. And if there's no lobsters, we might need to rethink the menu.
All right, guys, back to work.
It's now or never.
Lobster, lobster.
We're at the last bank of Abel's lobster traps, and if we don't come up with anything here, it's back to the drawing board for Carolyn.
Still nothing. You getting nervous for no lobsters?
We are tasked with bringing a bunch of lobsters back to feed people, so, yeah. Ah, we got one! Oh my God, there's a bunch! Woo!
So we got to check every one of these, see if they're legal size and if they've been notched on this tail fin right here. So that right there, that means that somebody caught this lobster. They saw that it was an egg-bearing female, and so they put a notch there. So forever, this lobster basically is safe forever.
Got it.
To live and swim and reproduce. Free to
Live
go.
forever.
So this one right here
Yep.
was good size, and it's got no notch. So that's a good one.
The cool thing about these rules is that they've kept the population stable for years, while still providing 80% of the lobsters we eat in the US.
That's a good one, too. So that was a good trap right there. Four lobsters in the trap.
We need 2 more lobsters to be safe.
Two more,
Two more.
okay.
Here we go.
Loaded.
Nice big one right there.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have dinner. We have dinner. I had a great time. I felt like I just got like 20 years of schooling in a matter of a couple hours. And Carolyn is gonna be thrilled. We did it!
All right.
We got more than 1.
Okay, good.
We got more than 5.
Yeah, I love it. I'll take them all.
The lobsters will be kept in a trap tied to the pier at Turner Farm until the day of the meal.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we're off to get the next key ingredient for our test meal, oysters. And this tiny remote island is known for having some of the best in the world.
Lobsters, of course, represent Maine. Oysters represent North Haven.
Just 2 ladies going oystering.
Look how beautiful that is.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Is that Captain Adam?
Captain Adam, yes.
It's Captain Adam. Holy
The one and
How's it
only.
going?
The entire island has only 400 residents. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised when the guy I hitched a ride with to get to the island also runs the local oyster farm.
A man of many things, apparently.
Yeah, welcome. You guys want to check out some oysters?
Yes, please. We need 100
Yeah.
for the dinner coming
Yeah,
up.
we got them right here. You want to help me pick them up?
Let's do it.
All right, you guys start.
What size are you looking for?
So we're looking for a 2 3/4, 3-inch oyster. So
Okay.
you got an oyster that touches on the bottom and
Yep.
touches here. That's a 2 3/4 oyster.
And you do that because you want them to grow to their full maturity?
Yeah, so when we harvest for you guys, we just make sure they're all perfect.
No pressure.
No pressure.
It's just your debut dinner. No big deal.
All right.
The oysters are sold all over the country. Some of the best restaurants in the world, you know, French Laundry and all through New York and Boston and California, because North Haven has beautiful soils. The ocean's clean, and that comes out in the taste. And for oyster aficionados, it's a damn fine oyster. So green crab, ow,
I got bit by a crab today on the lobster boat.
Oh, no way.
I did. It
With
gra-
Abel?
it
With
grabbed
Abel?
me.
Were you
Yeah.
with Abel?
Yeah.
Nice.
He took it off. I was like, get it off me.
So I call Abel my oldest son. We went lobstering and oystering together for 5 years.
It really is a family out here. All of you on the
Yeah.
island.
Yeah.
In a community this small, everyone relies on each other. And I can see that Turner Farm plays a huge part in supporting the whole island. So everyone here is personally invested in its success.
How many do you think we have right now?
That is definitely over 100.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
103.
Nice.
Good karma.
Cool, yeah.
Done. All right. You want to taste this?
I sure do.
Right?
That is one of the most beautifully salty oysters
Yeah.
I've ever had.
Thank you so
Isn't
much.
it good?
Ever.
There's been so much hype around these North Haven oysters, I didn't know what to expect. But I love the sweet, salty creaminess, and it's amazing, and honestly, better than I could have ever imagined. But I've also spotted something at Adam's Oyster Farm that I want to share with him.
Taste this. That are really tender that you can just eat.
What? Oh, heart. What?
I'll try that. I'll try that.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that's good.
That's fantastic. They're like little tiny gherkins. Oh, and I like that crunch
Right?
sound. So satisfying.
Think about if you dehydrated this whole thing and deep fried the whole thing and how the whole thing would just pop up.
You had me at deep fried.
Yeah. Carolyn has a plan for her oysters and this great hot sauce, but I'm kind of inspired by this seaweed project. I'm gonna call it a project for now because I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do exactly.
I want to do something unique, surprising, something that will really add to what Carolyn is already doing at Turner Farm. No clue what it's going to be yet, but I'll figure it out.
The green garlic here. This is gonna be part of the buttermilk ranch dressing. So we're looking for, not all of this is ready, so we're looking for stocks that are a little thicker. So this one's a good one.
Okay.
It is earlier in the season, so not everything is available. I have to plan menus around what we have, and it's a bit of a challenge. Right now, we have beautiful root veggies and salad greens. Oh, I love that sound.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that a gorgeous
That's
sound?
amazing.
I want to make salad with buttermilk ranch dressing, which is traditionally a Southern application for ranch dressing, but the buttermilk has a bit of a tang to it, and the garlic has a little bit of tang as well. And that's not something that's traditional for Maine. So I'm pretty nervous about how some of this stuff will go down with the Mainers.
Oh, wow.
I know,
This
isn't
is
it beautiful?
amazing.
I know exactly what Carolyn is feeling right now and what it feels like to make a big transition. When I opened my restaurant, I also faced a lot of those anxieties around how it would be received, would people come? So I can totally relate to what she's up against.
Ben is so excited about you. Just you can hear it in his voice and just how he talks to her. He's like, I got this new chef and she's gonna shake things up. But for you being the one that's the one shaking it up and the one that's, you know, all eyes are on, what does that feel like for you?
There's a lot on the line,
Yeah.
you know, like, am I good enough? Are people really gonna like this? Can I do this? Especially being somebody from the South.
What brought you here in the first place?
Well, my love for Maine brought me to Turner Farm, for sure. I wanted to, instead of private chefing, which is what I was doing, I wanted to do weddings and larger events, and this place was just so beautiful, and I knew of it through an ex. I was with my partner for almost 7 years, but we realized that I wanted to be more rooted, literally. I really wanted to work with a farm-to-table business. He wanted to travel. We were no longer walking together, and so we decided to split up. Wasn't easy, but my dream of doing this here was so important to me. I love Turner Farm. I wanted to be in Maine, and I wanted to be able to start that now. Hoping that people really, truly feel what I'm bringing to the table. I do put a lot of heart and soul into what I cook. I care so much about it that I want it to be received. And I want people to smile. I want at least one person to cry.
Oh, okay.
Because I cry over food all the
Yeah,
time.
sure.
Carolyn is carrying a lot on her shoulders. Becoming the new chef at Turner Farm is so much more than just a job to her. She needs her food to be accepted and loved because she uprooted much of her life to be here.
I personally can't wait to taste your food.
No pressure.
All right, so today is tasting day for Carolyn to feed her team some of her food.
Pull them on up.
And we're picking up the lobsters we left tied to the dock.
Here they are.
What I love most about Carolyn is that she's adding a lot of herself into something that is so rooted in tradition. And yes, of course, there's always a risk whenever you try anything new, but it can be a huge payoff.
Well,
Okay, put me to work. I will do anything you need.
For this test meal, Carolyn will be making oysters with her homemade hot sauce, a farm fresh salad with buttermilk ranch dressing, and a lobster roll on a buttermilk biscuit. This dish in particular is a huge gamble because Mainers take their lobster rolls very seriously. And they're almost always served on hot dog buns, not biscuits.
oh yeah, looking good. Lobster meat will still have a mayo base to it. I personally would add more, but I'm trying not to kill anybody. It's gonna have preserved lemon in it. It's gonna have celery, a little bit of jalapeno. There's pickled onions.
Oh, yum. That's good.
It's a play on like a southern chicken salad. That's how I make my chicken salads at home. There might be some raisins in there. We won't do that to the lobster roll because that would be disgusting, and also people here would probably kill me.
Beautiful. So do you get nervous when guests start to arrive and you start to see people?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right beforehand, it's like, okay, almost curtain, right? It's like the theater. It's like you have the one shot to like make it happen.
We chefs have all been in a place of presenting something new and seeing how it's going to be received. And it tests your nerves and it can be very scary. So even though it's not my restaurant, I feel all the butterflies around this taste test and what it could mean for the future of Turner Farm.
Hey guys, you ready for lunch?
It's finally time for Carolyn to test out her new menu on the Turner Farm team. These are the folks that not only tend to all the crops on the farm, but ultimately they'll be serving the meal to the guests as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's no greater feedback than those who are going to be serving the food. You got to get those people on board in order to sell your story.
I'm excited to try it all out.
Yeah?
Yeah, me too.
You know what's on the menu? under
It's a
wraps?
surprise.
Ready whenever you are.
Let's do it. Hey, guys.
My role on this test lunch is to support Carolyn from behind the scenes. It's her food and her menu, and she needs to be the one to present that to the team.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to try these. It's carrot, ginger, jalapeno hot sauce, fermented. Hot sauce is a Southern thing, and so
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to bring to the table.
I can appreciate that.
Let me know how you feel about it.
All right.
That's pretty good. Does anybody want a second? I kind of want a second one.
How is it?
I could eat all of them, so I'm letting other people
Yeah,
grab
right?
them first.
Thank
Right?
you so much.
Yeah.
You guys ready for
That
more?
was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yay!
Always ready.
How'd it go? It went great.
Yeah?
They liked
Let's
it.
hear this
All
one.
right, salad.
Oh, this is pretty.
I mean, does this all look familiar?
Absolutely.
Farmers. Salad with pickled veggies and buttermilk ranch dressing with grilled green garlic.
Oh.
Yeah, from the lower beds. So enjoy.
Wow, look at this. Whoa, it's so creamy.
All right. I don't even know if I'd
Call it ranch.
call it ranch. Yeah, right.
Like it's like a green garlic.
Yeah. Vinaigrette almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect consistency.
Oh my.
The lobster roll, I'm taking to the next level, so it's on a buttermilk biscuit. See the theme? Buttermilk. The lobster is mayo, but there's preserved lemon in there, celery in there, and there's pickled onions.
Dill?
Dill, thanks, that you guys grew. So thanks for the dill.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, dig in. Get messy.
This is perfect. This I have
No feedback.
no qualms with. Yeah.
Take that bite and then chase it with that turnip.
As I'm chewing?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That turnip was really good.
This is how new stuff is born.
I want to run out there and be like, don't eat anymore. we have an idea.
It's really nice on the biscuit.
It's better than a hot dog roll, for sure.
Absolutely.
How is it?
It's fantastic.
What do y'all think about South meets Maine?
It's great. It's like two worlds collide.
Do you feel like the island's gonna accept it and people that come to eat? You've been here for a while.
They were a little slow to take things up.
I think they might be intimidated by it. I feel like locals or people who come in summer here and go to these events expect the same thing.
Do you feel like I bridged the gap, though? Like enough to where people are gonna be interested in trying?
And I think keeping it anchored in the main things, like the lobster and the oysters, having lemon with the oysters as an option would be nice for folks to have. But yeah, I mean, I think people will try it.
As long as they try, that's all I care about.
Maine in general really has an identity that feels like strong and authentic, and people like what they like. But I'm hopeful that people will take to it.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Watching from behind the scenes, it's obvious to me that they really love the food, even if they are skeptical about how it will go down with the guests. I'm interested to see how Carolyn and Benjamin will incorporate that feedback into a plan for the grand opening.
So you've brought in the chef to shake things up. Do you have any reservations going into this dinner in a very short amount of time?
I think it's going to be great. We are really creating a narrative, and I can explain that to the guests. This is a traditional lobster dinner with a twist.
You think that would go over?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll love it. They'll keep coming back year after year.
I hope so.
Yeah, for their Southern Maine experience. Yeah.
Cool.
The flavors are there. The concept is there. So I think that we are definitely headed in a new direction, but the right direction.
Put me to work. I'm here to help with whatever you need.
So I haven't come up with a dessert yet.
Okay.
Do you want to come up with a dessert? You have all these great out.
I would love to come up with a dessert.
Yeah.
So let's talk this one through so we can come up with an idea together.
The neighboring island has a goat farm, and they do amazing goat milk caramels.
Oh, yum.
I'd like to incorporate that, because that is very South, too, like caramel, right? But I'm stuck, and my brain is fried on thinking about, like, a dessert. And
Once I
see-
taste them, I'm sure, like, all these ideas
Yeah, you gotta
are gonna
taste
start.
it, you gotta see the place, like, you gotta kiss a baby goat.
Once I kiss that baby goat, I am sealing in my idea.
Right on its little nose.
I am so excited. I'm looking forward to just cooking with a fellow chef, but also very nervous.
Because I need to make a dessert that complements her Southern style and helps to elevate the meal.
You're welcome to pet Mr. Bean.
I'm Mr. Bean.
Yeah, he's an absolute lover.
I'm at Creelman Farms to try the goat milk caramels Carolyn would like me to use in the dessert for the grand opening.
So how does one even start a goat farm?
I wanted to have cheese and milk for my family. Island, 12 miles offshore, how are you gonna get that? And it happened sort of incrementally. I am a cheesemaker, a shop owner, and a farmer. Pretty much jack of all trades, which is a good thing when you're on an island because there's not a lot of other people to kind of fall back on. So you wanna taste some of the stuff that I make with the milk from these guys?
I would love to.
I have to tell you, it's pretty special.
Oh, wow. What do you have?
Fresh milk from this morning. And then these are the caramels. Cheers.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
That's far more mild than what I was expecting.
right? So you want to taste the goat milk caramels?
Yes. All right, so tell me what's in these.
So it's goat milk, sugar, butter, and then dash of Maine sea salt.
The texture is perfect. So obviously the goats are creating some of the most beautiful milk. What are you feeding them to make these so good?
Well, I think that's something maybe that I should show you.
Okay.
Hey, goats, 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 goats.
Oh my God, I can't with the little jump in the air. They go like this. They run, they go. It's like a little like floppy thing that happens in the air.
This land is made to have goats on it. And they're eating huckleberry, blueberry, bayberry, all those plants with the deep roots that really take up the taste of the soil, and that immediately goes into the milk.
Wow.
So we're gonna go to a spot that's really special. Come on, girls. Let's go. So look at this.
Seaweed eating goats. I love this. Who knew? I don't know, it's just something that you never associate. You think of goats and you think of farms. You don't necessarily think of this. A buffet of crunchy seaweed lining the waterline. Like, how cool is that? So this really, do you think outside of all of the other foliage and great stuff that they're eating, you think the seaweed is the magical ingredient?
Do. The seaweed that has that savory undertone. It enhances every other flavor, I think, naturally.
Just like salt would.
Yeah, just like salt, and the microbes that are in it. And so they're just getting this broad spectrum of just wonderful goodness.
Oh my God, it sounds so good. Come on, crunch, crunch. There's just so many different points of inspiration, literally all around us. So caramel and dessert are kind of a match made in heaven, and they go so well together. But I was really inspired, honestly, by the sound of the crunchy seaweed, just hearing the goats eat it. So I'm thinking of having like a crunchy, puffy, yummy garnish or something over the top, right?
So what time am I coming?
Do not hold me to actually
bring the
creating
goats.
that because I gotta test it out tomorrow. But that's kind of my train of thought. As soon as I tasted Erin's goat milk caramels, obviously so many different ideas start to come about. I'm like, you can throw caramel in anything and call it a beautiful dessert, especially those. But I'm feeling a little bit pulled to incorporate a little seaweed component. Yeah, yum.
Ever since we found that seaweed in the oyster bed, I just can't get it out of my brain. So I just feel like this is all an interesting combination.
Just as like this natural salinity that goes so well with something sweet like caramel. I just have to figure out how to actually make a dessert with all those things. How are you looking?
I'm ahead of the game.
I am not.
I've got less than 3 hours before guests arrive to figure out this dessert.
Normally, they say, stick to what you know, do what you've done before, but I'm not doing what I've done before. Because I was just inspired by being here and coming up with something on the fly. Maybe a dumb move. We'll find out. Oh, boy. We could or could not have dessert later. Need to melt butter. Is there a little pot to melt butter?
Oh, he's rinsing it out for you.
Things are definitely getting hectic. With 25 guests set to arrive in 2 hours, we're both feeling the pressure to pull off this brand new experimental menu.
Behind you.
Meanwhile, I'm making up the dessert recipe as I go along, and Carolyn has added 2 new dishes to tonight's dinner.
So are you feeling nervous, excited, all of the good things before people come?
I'm in like go mode.
Yeah. Just don't sit down.
Just don't sit down. Yeah. After the taste test with the staff, my takeaway was to make Southern food. I think it's delicious and to lean into that. And so decided to make stewed collard greens and grits today, which is quite traditional in the South. but collard greens, they didn't go over very well in the past here at Turner Farm because people didn't know what to do with them. They were sauteing them as you would spinach, and they're not that great like that. When you stew them down, that's how they taste the best, and I'm hoping that everybody latches on to like stewed collard greens from here on out. I liked that you suggested the hot rye turnips to go in the lobster rolls. So we'll do that.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be great. So I'm gonna take Erin's beautiful goat caramels and I'm gonna melt that into my heavy cream to basically make a caramel sauce to then be folded into mascarpone. So it's like a salted caramel dollop of creaminess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you putting pecans in there, too? I see pecans over there.
So that's gonna be part of the crunchy garnish.
That's gonna carry through with the salad, too. There's gonna be some candied pecans on here.
Oh, great.
Carolyn uprooted her life to be the chef at Turner Farm, so I need to make sure my dessert helps make this meal a success.
She was saying how important she wants someone to cry over her food. I don't need her to cry over anything I make, but I do need her to feel like it's something that she also would have made herself.
All the canola oil come out.
There will be frying.
There will be.
Frying and popping of seaweeds.
I am intrigued. I was like, I get everything else, but I don't know what that seaweed is doing on the dessert. So we'll see.
How's it going?
It's coming along.
I think Carolyn's nervous. I'm just a little bit nervous as well. I'm really hoping to make our grand opening a success, laying the groundwork for a successful season.
Oh my God. I'm getting ready, getting ready.
Thanks for coming.
Tonight's grand opening mainly consists of people who've been coming to Turner Farm's barn suppers since the very beginning. Winning over these pillars of the community will be the key to a successful dinner.
I have a new chef this year, and she's from Atlanta. So the whole menu has like a little Southern twist to it.
We were at probably the first barn supper that they held out here. And I think that most Mainers will say, stick with the old rules.
Wow.
It's a mid-series.
Do you guys make it yourselves?
Barely.
I'm really excited to have a mint julep like by somebody from the South. I've made it myself. I don't think it's going to be quite the same, right?
Yeah.
In addition to the paying guests, Benjamin and Carolyn invited their suppliers to get their opinion on this new menu, including Abel the lobster man, Erin the goat farmer, and Adam the oyster harvester.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for the oysters.
Yeah, my pleasure. Do you want to try the hot sauce?
Yeah.
So this is new. So I'm an oyster snob, and I rarely ever put anything on my oyster.
Ready?
Yummy. It doesn't cover up the flavor of the oyster.
I love the hot sauce.
Yeah.
All right. Please have a seat. Dinner served. Thank you all so much for coming out to Turner Farm. It's our grand opening tonight, which is very exciting. The menu tonight is pretty special. I have a new chef at the farm this year. Her name's Carolyn. She comes from Atlanta. The menu tonight really is an infusion of her Southern style and a lot of Maine in there as well.
Thanks for trusting me with your taste buds. What's on the table right now is a salad, but we have a buttermilk ranch dressing with roasted green garlic in there. So enjoy.
Yum, yum. It's really good.
You're gonna be ready to go in just a second.
All right, I'll be ready.
Can I taste them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yum.
So we have grits with blistered cherry tomatoes. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Looks fabulous.
It's amazing, really. I can't believe it.
So good.
How we doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
How's it going out there?
Good. They're loving it. They love the grits.
Thank God.
Yeah.
While Carolyn readies the final course, I'm knee-deep in the dessert, so it's ready once the lobster rolls are finished. Timing is everything.
So we have collard greens. Is a staple in my house. I hope that you like them. And I made y'all lobster rolls, but on buttermilk biscuits because that's the way it should be done. So enjoy.
It was really good. I like the celery in it and all the veggies that go with it. It's a really nice ratio, actually, of lobster to biscuit, too.
It's delicious. I was a little skeptical, to tell you the truth, but it's wonderful.
I'm gonna take smaller bites, but it's too good.
Also the best collard greens I've ever had in my life. Yeah, I agree. I don't usually know the collard greens. They're like, I don't know what she did, but they're amazing.
I like the Southern twist very much. I don't think she bent the rules, but she gave it enough of a twist that it made a difference.
We're gonna serve dessert. You may take it.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. This dessert's really special. We had a guest chef, Kristen, and she came up with an amazing dessert. She's gonna come out and describe the dessert for you.
Hi, everyone. How is everything? Fantastic. My dessert is really here to enhance what Chef Carolyn's already made. So, I hope you enjoy goats eating seaweed. The southern portion of this dish is a bread and butter custard pudding. The caramels, melted down, made into a sauce, folded into mascarpone, which is that smear of cream over on the side. And then on the top, we have puffed rice, fried seaweed, and powdered sugar. So get in there and just kind of mash it all together, and it should be hopefully very delicious.
The best thing I've ever eaten.
So I feel like I need your stamp of approval.
You had described it. Yeah, I was kind of like, I don't know. But then I'm just blown away.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a nice first kickoff dinner, wasn't it?
And they loved it, like absolutely, hands down. Yeah. Everyone wants it again. Lobster roll biscuit, you know, can we have this for lunch? Can you put it in farm stand?
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you.
has been truly a wonderful experience being here and just being inspired by you and Carolyn. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This was fantastic.
You know, I think the obvious lesson here is that when you lean into what really speaks to you, people will respond.
This is gorgeous.
Awesome. I'm glad you like it.
Thank you.
But there's something else that I've taken from this experience, and that's the importance of community.
Who caught the lobster?
Abel got lobsters. Yeah.
It truly takes a village to raise a restaurant. Looking around here, that couldn't be more obvious, and it's an important thing to remember for any restaurant, whether that's mine or this one, at the very end of the world.